Hey everybody, it's your boy RL Knuckles here to give you another challenge episode recap of the final reckoning. And finally, we get to see how the elimination works and what goes on in elimination. But we're gonna save that for later because I've been waiting for this elimination for a long time. Because I was starting to think that are we gonna get an elimination because this show is almost over and we finally got on and beyond happy. But I will say once again, this episode did have some, like why is this, why am I having this part on the show? But anyways, we know how last episode ended with how Brad and Kyle won the last challenge, and now they're safe from elimination. But the twist is that everybody is safe from elimination besides the team that won. Because normally in the past challenges always have that, the bottom three, like every like bottom three teams, they have they automatically go into elimination. But now everybody's at risk. So I like that. And you ain't first, you're last. I'm not sure if it was past challenges have done that before. If no matter if you didn't win, you're up for elimination. I want to say there's other challenges have done that, but I'm not 100% sure. But basically, this episode is like nothing new. And mean by nothing new is that you still have, the situation going on with Kara and Kyle. And me and my friend talked about it. And actually, my friend, she actually sent me a picture of her and her sisters hanging out with Natalie in AC. And I'm like, when she sent me a picture saying that, guess who I ran into? And I'm like, wait, is that Natalie? And I'm like, that mother, she met Natalie and she said that she's really sweet in person. I would really love to meet Natalie, and Natalie's fine as hell too. So let's get out. Let's be real about that. So it would have been great. It would have been great to meet her. But anyways, like I said, the episode starts off with, I think everyone's trying to see who they might decide to put in elimination because right now, Paulie, he's not put in a good situation because Carr is trying to make Kyle jealous. Because Gerardo, Kyle, and Faith. I feel like I'm just repeating the story all over again, but I have to anyway. But Carr is trying to make Kyle jealous by, flirting with Paulie and whatnot. Granted, Paulie does have a girlfriend, so he's not going to go that far. But the thing with Paulie is that he's playing with fire because, remember, Kyle and Brad won the challenge. So what you're doing right now, flirting with Carl and stuff like that, making Kyle just that does not make you look good right there. And I like Paulie. I mean, I didn't watch Big Brother, but I did watch him on X on the Beach, and I do like the guy. But he's in deep water right there. So what I like was that Brad, Kyle, and Paulie, they got together and they talked about it because Kyle said, "For what I've been hearing is that you're calling me a pussy. Is that true?" Paulie said, and I agree, and this is I agree. I'm on Paulie's side on this point when he says, "If you put me in due to the fact what's going on between me and Kara, it's a pussy move because you're really gonna be that jealous that here's another dude flirting with a girlfriend, yet nothing's going on, yet you can do what you want with Faith. Clearly, like Kyle says from the beginning, I want to hook up with other women. So like, why do you care what Kara is doing?" And like I said before, that's just he's just thinking with his dick right now. Like Kyle, you started this, bro. Like you started hooking up with Faith. So once you did that, like what? Why can't Kara do that? I mean, granted, I said this 1,000 times. I do think this is annoying. Like we're already like we're 3 episodes in. You would think that we would start something new, but we're going through the same shit over and over with them, man. It's just I'm just really annoyed with that situation. Like, hopefully, Kara can get her shit together, cause now, and I think I explained this before, is that there are people in this house that they're friends of who they're alliance with, but who their friends are aligned with, they don't like that person because, as for example, Carr and Brad, they're cool with each other, but it's hard to it's hard for Carr to it's hard for Carl to get Brad on her side because Brad. No, it's hard. How do I say it? It's hard for it's hard for Carl to do to tell Brad to do what she wants because Brad has a partner and Brad's partner is Kyle and Kyle and Maria don't like each other, so he needs to find something that's going to be beneficial for him and Kyle, not just for Carl. Like if they weren't teammates, then this would be a completely different story. But now that they are teammates, like he's stuck with him. It's like he's a good dude, but at the end of the day, he's my partner. I'm gonna screw myself over by helping you. So that's definitely tough. And then one other thing that surprised me is that when Tony said early in the episode is that him and Johnny aren't always aren't buddies, but apparently him and Brad are cool now after what happened to Mendez. I guess so, but he's saying that him, Brad, Zach, Shane, I think CT was part of that too. Was that they're not all big fans of Johnny, so it's like, but at the same time, Johnny and Tony are partners, so it's like you can't really run away from that. But also in that conversation when Paulie, I'm a little ahead right there, but when Paulie, Brad, and Kyle talked was that Paulie said, remember, there's one guy they say you don't like from the beginning, and that's Shane. And quite honestly, Shane did something worse than what Paulie did because Shane was talking smack on Kyle on Twitter, on social media, making fun of him because of his plastic surgery, which I didn't know Kyle had plastic surgery right there. Like, I didn't know about that. So yeah, like you over here, Kyle's over here getting mad about a guy, flirting with his ex. Well, he said ex girlfriend, which I don't even know if they were in a real relationship or not. I mean, were they serious? Who the hell knows? But but yeah, like Shane's the one that's talking smack. He's Twitter fingers boys. Like everybody is just Twitter fingers on this. Speaking of Twitter fingers, talk about this last week too. Was that Cam and Natalie, they're friends, but are they really friends? I don't know, man. Friends is a strong word in these challenges. People say that they're friends, but it's like, do they actually hang out? Now, I don't see it on social media, but just because you don't see it on social media doesn't mean it's not actually happening. So I don't know if they're actually really friends or not, but Natalie's saying to Cam, hey, I'm cool with you, but my vendetta is your teammate. So, unfortunately, I had to come after you too. So I think people have to understand that that's part of the game. But I mean, I'm not quite sure if what's funny is that on Rivals 1, people seem to get along better there. With Final Reckoning, it's like everybody is just like it's like they're not trying to cooperate with their partner. I mean, some are, but there are some that just cannot stand each other. So we also see Tori and Derek talking because they look bad in that first challenge. So Tori's thinking, hey, we might be a layup, and Derek's him with a stronger competitor, so it puts more pressure on him and on me to perform really really well. So we'll see how long this teamer can last because I think I said this before in my article that I did think that Derek would do well because he has Tori as a partner, but of how that first challenge went, I'm really iffy on that situation. But like I said, it's only the first challenge. On the first challenge, you see what people can really do, but then as time goes on, it's like, are you consistent with your performance? So we'll have to wait and see. And I also think, okay, do you guys think that Kyle can be the new Corey? Remember, in every challenge season, Corey's seen hooking up with a different chick. Now, granted, this is Kyle's second challenge, but he might be the new Corey. He might be hooking up with a different chick in every challenge. But Brad says, hey, this could affect my game because, I want Kyle to have a good time, but I don't want Kyle to be hooking up like different chicks every day because, we need to play a good game that, which doesn't put me on the chopping block as well. So hopefully that doesn't work out. And so we also see Johnny and Johnny and Angela, flirt with each other. I mean, okay, man, Johnny's got to do what he's got to do to have an alliance. Now, is he in a real alliance? I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like nobody wants to be in an alliance with him. But maybe CT has his back. I'm not 100% sure because I always feel as though OGs might stick with each other, but I could possibly be wrong. I also see CT, still unsure about his partner because he doesn't believe that Veronica gives an all, and he's just not sure, and he's just seen as a layup. But when it comes to perform, he does not have any faith in Veronica. So I mean, I was thinking that this team was gonna be a. I was thinking CT Veronica were gonna do well, but like I said, it's only the first challenge. But with how the previews went on with this season, I'm not 100% sure if they're even gonna make it to the final. And I would love to see CT make it to the final. See Veronica get another win because it's been quite some time since she's won a challenge. So I'm not trying to dog, but it's like, I mean, hey, Veronica, it's been a while, so, but maybe we'll see something with CT Veronica. I'm not 100% sure, but it is what it is. So now we get to a part of the show which I was looking forward to, and that is the nominations. So now, what's cool is that, like I said before, everybody's up for elimination besides the team that won. Now here's a flip side to it. The team that won, their vote counts as two of whoever they sent to elimination. So that's two votes. So I mean the power is definitely on their side. But another interesting thing is how the votes go down is that it's in secret. No one's going to see who they voted for. It's going to be in a room. Now, this reminds me of the challenge Cutthroat. They didn't they didn't vote on elimination in front of people. They nominated people by going into this room downstairs and say who they're gonna vote for. So I like that because people always what TJ says no burn votes, no piggyback, and basically no bullshit. And I love it because everyone's always quick to say like, oh, who should we vote for? Who should we vote for? Because really, whoever starts is how it ends. So I really enjoy that. So what really surprised me is that there's some things that didn't surprise me was that um the people that got the most votes were not most votes but we had Angela and Faith getting some votes because they were rookies, which that's every game pretty much. There was Paulie and Natalie. Well, Amanda and Zach said we don't know these Big Brother people, which I mean, yeah, that's fine, but I mean, and Zach just said why I was with her last season, so why not put Angela and Faith in? But I think because of the whole Paulie kind of like stepping up to Kyle puts a target on him. So I mean, I kind of see why they were saying Paulie and Natalie, which I do think I've said this before that Paulie was playing with fire with the whole car situation. So I mean, granted, nothing happened between, but it's like Paulie, man, like I don't know if I think they have a friendship outside the show before coming in the show, I believe, but it's like Paulie, man, it's just not you're playing with fire right now by just flirting with Cara. Because I mean, granted, I think it's a dumb reason why Kyle and Cara are in the situation, but I mean, it's just really really dumb, and I don't know. It just knows. Okay, back to elimination. We had Shane and Nelson that got voted. Natalie and Polly said Joss and Sylvia, which that really surprised me, honestly. Like, I think I just don't know why them of all people, why they said them. And Josh and Sylvia said Polly and Natalie, which I mean, I think Josh and Kyle are actually cool. So I mean, that's understandable. Bananas and Tony voted for Shane Nelson. But yeah, so basically it was Shane Nelson, Natalie and Paulie, uh, and damn, I'm not missing. Oh yeah, Angela and Faith. Those are the most of them were getting. Most of them are counted. But the interesting thing was Cara and Marie, and so Cara was saying Angela and Faith. No surprise. Marie was saying Paulie and Natalie, which of course they disagree with that, and plus Car it does is right because these girls are rookies and they know them the least. But at the same time though, Car is jealous of Faith, fucking up with her ex boyfriend. So it's like you gotta play it smart. I mean, I do think early in the game it is smart to play rookies in there. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. But they couldn't see it. They couldn't see eye to eye. And Murray's like, why don't we vote ourselves in? No, we can't. Like, I don't see why. Come on, Murray. I know you say you don't like Cara, but like, you never want to vote for yourself and to go yourself into elimination. That's one of the dumbest moves in challenge history ever. But eventually, they did say Angela and Faith, so that was their vote. So Tia says, I'm not gonna announce who goes in until tonight. So I'm like, oh great, because now that's gonna waste more time. And then we have oh yeah, actually before Cara and Marie left, Marie says we can't discuss this outside the room. Cara said yeah, but Cara lied. She talked to Natalie and Tori because do 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 those girls have Cara Marie's back? I think so, possibly. So, yeah, and then Marie comes in and she finds out that Car talked about what had went on in the room when they said no. So here's the thing, Car, I understand you don't like Marie, understand that, but was that a good idea to throw her under the bus? No, I mean, granted, man, like like I said, they have to work as a team. I love Cara, but as I said before, this whole season right now, she hasn't been Cara as a great really. She's just been Cara has really, really Cara has really effed over Cara mentally in this game. Like it's just really, really, really bad. It's really bad. So after the whole nominations went down, we get to the redemptions, which I think was honestly the points part of the show. Because now I'm not even getting to the gist of it. It's just Chuck and Brittany arguing once again. Like it was just so stupid. Like that was probably the most points part of the show. Because once again, it's the same thing we went on last week. Brittany and Chuck arguing. So I'm not gonna get into that. So we get to elimination, Armageddon, and I love this new elimination process. So it's almost like a freaking lottery game or some shit like that. So the teams that got voted the most were all lighted up, but the team that actually got the most votes to get sent to elimination was Paulie and Natalie. Now here's what Tia said. We like to see who voted for you. And they said yes. So we have all the teams that voted for us. It was Brad and Kyle, no surprise, which I didn't think it was a dumb move. Zach and Amanda, Joss and Sylvia, and Kaylee and Cam. Mainly because Kaylee and Natalie are vendettas. So they had a choice of anyone. Because TJ says, if you have the ball, if you have the guts to send somebody in, you have the guts to take them out, which I love that. So it's, as I said, it's no more bullshit, no more pussying out. If you vote for me, see us in an elimination. So who did they decide? They picked Kaylee and Cam. And Amanda says this. Amanda says, oh, that's a pussy move, Paulie, to facing a girl. Like, no. That's BS. Let me tell you why that's BS, right? If that was the case, then this whole format of teams would not be boy girl or boy boy or girl girl. Everybody is fair game in this. They gave the right. They gave him the choice to do this. If that's the case, then this whole challenge wouldn't be. This whole challenge wouldn't be. We wouldn't be having this challenge then. Like, Everybody is fair game. We can't be doing this whole, oh, that's a guy, boy against girl. Oh, that's not fair. Like this is how this whole challenge thing works. There's nothing is fair in the challenge. Now I did say that I am nervous about how these teams are going to be because, like I said, it is boy girl guy boy girl 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 boy boy. But I mean, they're all competing against each other, so it's all fair. So it is what it is. So the elimination was think outside the box, where basically a partner is one person is stuck inside the cage and had to fill a puzzle in order to get out of the cage, but their partner outside is attached to a bungee cord, so they had to give them the puzzle pieces, and once they complete the puzzle pieces, they can get out the cage. So Paulie and Cam were outside, where Kaylee and Natalie were inside to build the puzzle pieces. And Cam was just killing it from the start. Paulie's having a hard time with the cord. Kaylee was having a little bit hard time with her with her puzzle. Now this was Kaylee's first elimination, so I guess maybe she definitely had to be nervous. But Cam, kept pushing her, pushing her, pushing her, and pushing her. Where I Paulie and Natalie just didn't look good in this elimination. So Cam and Kaylee were just killing it, and I'm not gonna go to this. I'm not gonna give it eight bits of it, but Cam and Kayla won it, man. I'm not gonna say they killed it, but from when it looked on TV, it looks like they did kill it. So Kaylee's had because her vendetta Natalie is gone because Natalie was part of that suitcase being thrown in that granite. Natalie didn't touch her stuff, but it did kind of start off with her. So I mean, Kaylee does have a right to be like, hey, I got even against her. So no, Kaylee does have that regret. I don't think it was a mess. I think it's messed up for her to be go on that social media and say she's a lesbian when her family didn't know, when now his family didn't know about it. But it is what it is. But when Natalie and Paulie got eliminated, I'm saying to myself, well, they're still the redemption house, so they're not done yet. But what's crazy is that on next episode, I don't know if they're competing in front of the house. I think they are because you see Zach and Paulie just arguing with each other. So I don't know what's going on between those two. I'm not 100% sure, but it is what it is. But I'm hoping Paulie and Natalie come back because I'm really liking. I'm really liking Paulie, and I like Natalie too. So I'm hoping they come back. And what I was gonna say. So now I know Marie's happy because her alliance is back. So it's like, hey, Car, now you gotta listen to me whatever I say, which I don't think is gonna happen. Car and Marie are still gonna have. I know it's funny how I say Cara and Marie. Well, it's like her name is Cara Marie, but it's like I'm saying Cara and Marie, so it's like her partner. So it's funny like that. But I thought today was a good episode. I'm really curious to see how the Redemption House works, and I think Paulie and Natalie are coming back because if you look at the previews, there were a couple of things with I think and Paulie and Kyle getting into it. So what Brad doesn't know is what Brad and Kyle doesn't know that whatever actions they do, it's gonna come back to haunt them. That's where Final Reckoning is basically is the third trilogy. So we're gonna have stuff from Dirty 30 and Vendetta is coming to play. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. But like I said, good episode. We finally seen an elimination. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that Kyle made the right decision by sending Paulie in because, some stupid high school drama bullshit? Or do you think it was the right move? What do you think of, Cam being on the field in the eliminations? Like, that's a huge accomplishment right there. A huge accomplishment. But like I said, I still think Susie is still the better. Susan, god dang, man. Is this Susan or Susie? Oh my god. Let me just start before I embarrass myself. But like I said, good episode. I'm excited to see what happens next week. As I'm actually going on vacation pretty soon. I'll be in Vegas, so the week of August 7th. Actually, no. Yeah, August 7th. Yeah, I'll be in Vegas. I think that will be on a Tuesday. Let me double check. I want to check the calendar cuz let me see. Yeah, that's going to be on my birthday. Yeah. So, that's going to be hard for me to do a recording, but we'll dive into that a little bit later. But anyways, it's Brian. I'll go sign off. Let me know, like I said, let me know what you guys think of about this episode. And actually, tomorrow, I'm gonna be talking with my friend, my good friend, to talk about San Diego Comic Con, what happened. So, stay tuned for tomorrow. So, anyways, everyone have a good night. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.